Hey there, folks, and welcome back to more fun in Railroader. It is I, the Angry Ragtimer, and today just a solo play for a little bit here, trying to assess the damage of the 7.5 hour stream that we did a few days ago. Trying to get everything cleaned up and reset so we could start to get this railroad back to normal. For those who wanted the debt update, I have such good news for you. The debt is officially paid off. So we are back to zero. We've paid down our $130,000 of debt. And now we can do some other fun stuff. I want to upgrade some locomotives, get a few more cars, do all of that, hopefully without having to go with the debt again. So we have that rolling for us. We're currently up here at the Robinson coal mine. Basically, our locomotive is sitting here from when it came up. We have our mining supplies still unloading. The couple of coal hoppers are waiting to get loaded and are rolling down to be taken out back to the interchange. So we're going to leave number 6 up here, and I'll take care of it later on. We're basically going to head east on the railroad slowly but surely and just see what's going on so we can maximize what's going on here. Down at Bryson, we've got number 5 and number 734 currently sitting inside the roundhouse. All of them at a beautiful 100%. Last stream got a little crazy. Some of our equipment got banged up a bit. Let's take a quick look just to see how some of the stuff is doing over here. That all needs to go to the interchange. So we'll grab number 5, maybe do a little bit of that. And then since I just skipped over it, just to show you, we did deliver a lot of Stark to the Appalachia Junction site. Basically, the next level of signals plus the Appalachia Junction branch cars are dropped off here. Meanwhile, we also have number 4, one of our venerable passenger trains, and this one is heading, looks like, over towards Appalachia Junction. Excellent. We're getting some money from the other passenger stuff. How's our coal and water doing in this one? We could take care of it when it comes back. So we'll go ahead, get this passenger train moving. We'll take number 5 out, start getting some of that stuff cleaned up here. And we'll make sure that our fusees are set at Hemingway and Appalachia Junction, because I know we started to take out some of the fusees as we were playing last time. But looks like we are safe, so that's good. We're going to make a quick pop over, though, to this lovely, lovely sawmill, because number 90 is just kind of here. I think from when I was pulling a freight, and it is a little worse for wear, so we're going to go ahead and get it fixed up in East Whittier. And we'll also go ahead and take care of some of the other switching that needs to happen. That way the main line is clear. As you might have just seen, to our passenger train down at Dillsboro just got there. So that's going to need to get moving as well, because obviously now that we have no debt, we're just making money. So we already have $1,000 in the bank. My hope is I'm going to try to get an 080 switcher for the interchange, and then also I'm considering upgrading the switcher that we have at Bryson from an 060 to an 080, just to be able to do a little bit more with it. But we'll kind of take it as we go. We've got a lot of cars that have been moved around. We have another interchange drop happening 2 hours in game coming up. So there's a lot of fun stuff that we could do with this. And thankfully, the future is now bright for the Suffolk Southern. A huge congratulations to Midland as well, who was a very, very fun person to play this competition with. And obviously, he's down at about $2,000 in debt, so he's about to pay down his stuff too, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. That way, the Quakertown and Southern and the Suffolk Southern can do exactly what they need to, which is running trains without a huge cloud of debt hanging over our heads. All right, we'll get number 4 moving again here. I figured that some of the switches in the Bryson yard were all over the place, and that seems to be what is happening. We'll just go ahead and get Strasburg 90 taken care of first as we back her up. I will say I'm also thinking about other challenges, like You know, whether we want to have a race to make $25,000, whether it's a who can, you know, maybe we have a crack passenger train, same cars, same everything, and we have a literal race across the map. So let me know down in the comments what you might want to see Midland and I do in the future, or other people, because I think it'd be a lot of fun. And I'm certainly looking forward to what could potentially happen here in the future. All right, that's taken care of. Let's quickly make sure that number 4 is moving, then we'll come back over to the sawmill, finalize the cleanup here. That way it's off of our plate, and it's just because that switch was thrown. So that should now theoretically start to roll, maybe. Sometimes resetting the signals down here because we don't have other signals are still wonky, but at least that'll get going. Let's go ahead, get number 7, our lovely logging Mikado, all switched out here. And I think what's going to make the most sense is actually, let's go ahead, shove this consist up just a hair. And looks like this is all for Conley Creek. So we have to get those 2 cars out. So we'll go ahead and take care of that here. I will say it was really impressive what was able to happen with Bacon and General on my save a few days ago. Whew, I'm still like mentally recovering. I didn't even know if I was going to record this today, but I figured, well, I'm going to take the next few days off of streaming because I have some real life things I have to take care of. But I had a little bit of time this morning, so why not just play a little bit of the game, you know, get that all squared away. So we'll go ahead, couple up to these cars. Go ahead, connect that one and that one, so the train should now have air. Where's the handbrake? There it is. Nope, that was the wrong button. Let's go ahead, get those 2. And we have one more disconnected set of glad hands down here. Where is it? There it is. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, move these cars out onto the main temporarily. And then we're going to place our 2 empties, or a couple of loads back in because those cars stuck out. Put as many of the log cars as we can in. We'll go ahead and also take the paperboard cars to the former interchange tracks here. That way they can head east on a future eastbound freight, which we'll have here. Maybe in this session, maybe in another video. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on how much we're able to get cleaned up. And while this one backs up, because I love money and because number 2 is just kind of sitting down here at Dillsboro, let's quickly just check in on it. Scott, it needs water. It needs water badly, but we will get that when it comes back from the place. And how full? Yeah, this train's decently full. Let's go ahead and put a fusee down for its return and just quickly make sure that there are fusees down here at... Oh, there isn't. That's a good call. Yeah, all right, cool. So that's doing its thing. Back at here, looks like we're doing the final crossover. We'll go ahead, bring these cars to a stop, and we'll shove them forward on the main. And normally this track holds, I think, 12 cars, so I'm not sure how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So yeah, we'll have like probably a handful of cars that we can't spot there. We may just leave it down on these couple of tracks down here, but I do want to just get these couple of cars because they've been sitting for a while. get them unloading first, so that way they're just cycled through on rotation. So we'll go ahead, bring this train to a stop, set it on the main, and then continue our switching duties here. So, as I said, we're thinking about getting a couple more locomotives. I would like to get a Jeep, the actual long distance freight diesel. I don't know where we'd put it. I don't know whether it'd be based out of Bryson or whether it'd be more based out of the Dillsboro, Silva area. And then, other than a switching locomotive or two, I don't know. I've also thought about doing like a crack passenger train, where it would be more of a hey, hop over to single player, get the couple of baggage cars that are in game but are surprisingly not in multiplayer, and you can't purchase. You just have to kind of spot them in. So maybe build like a crack freight, make a mail freight train or mail passenger. What the heck am I saying? I'm very tired. This whole week has been very tiring, and I've been making it work the best of my abilities here. So that's what happens when you stream for 8 hours when you were not planning to stream for 8 hours, among other things. So we'll go ahead, get these cars shoved in. That'll start to get these unloading. And then we can go ahead and automate this train to go back up the hill, dropping off cars as it goes. Thankfully, we have really min-maxed this railroad. So right now, for example, Parsons Tannery, 1,000 pulpwood, Silva paperboard, 80%. If you look at some of the other places here, like the sawmill, we are also, we're at 92%. Well, we'll fix that quickly here. Let's go ahead and shove these cars all the way. We need all the space we can get. But we have really maximized the amount of pulpwood and logs that'll be unloading at their respective places. We'll see if that grows over time. But having a payout of almost 10 or 11,000 on stream of just those cars was kind of impressive, actually. I don't know if it'll be a regular occurrence now that the debt's paid off, but hey, at least we know it can be done, right? So we'll continue doing this here. Let's see, number 4 is making its way to Hemingway. Number 2 is stopping at Silva. Looks like it has stopped at Silva, so we'll get that payout here. We also may renumber some of the locomotives. They're kind of all over the place. We'll cross that bridge, though, probably in another episode once we start buying more of the cars. But, yeah. Let's go ahead, get up to these couple of log cars. People may also be asking, well, now that you've done this, when are you expanding to Nantahala? When are you trying to do some of this other stuff? And the answer is, I don't know. This railroad has been a fun bear to kind of manage, just even to Alarka Junction so far. We are expanding to Alarka proper so we can get those copper trains. But otherwise, the railroad may stay this length for the foreseeable future, just because it's quite a bear, and we only have really a group of about 4 people who play this safe regularly, and I don't want to overextend and try to worry too much, but we'll see. Thankfully, with the AI trains, just AI with the passenger stuff, that's one less thing to really worry about, even though, yes, it is time consuming to then manage all of those, but hey, it is what it is with that. But at least it's a guaranteed moneymaker, and we'll make sure to do what we can. Hey, $17. Wow, we just made $1,000 basically off of our couple of passenger trades here. Love that. And we'll get those rolling again in the next few minutes or so. Let's continue just switching out this wood. It does feel weird, though, that, a few weeks ago, it was like, oh man, we got to figure out how to work Conley Creek, because that's all you really know. And now it's like, Conley Creek's boring. Let's rather run the long distance trains. Let's start running up to Alarka. Everything has changed considerably since we started here just a few weeks ago. And thank you to all of you who decided to, join along for the fun. It's been interesting, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and get that going here. Come on, log train. Well, if it's going to take a minute to shove in, let's at least get number 4 moving here. Because that one, we can easily just pop that fusee there. Get that one rolling here. Let's get back to the front of our train so we don't slam into those cars. We'll go to number 2 in just a bit here, because that's what's going to take a little bit longer to reset. Plus, of course, when they do get to their next terminals, we're going to need to get them fixed up or, at a minimum, just fueled up. Wow, that car already unloaded. Fantastic. So hope it continues with that as we drop this next batch of cars off here. Go ahead and start slowing down for the couple. And we'll slow down a little bit more. Yeah, we're just going to leave those here on the end of the string, and we'll just switch those out next time. Go ahead and back that up. And that one's still getting worked, and then hopefully it'll get that one before continuing. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue here. Get those couple of pulpwoods while that one's drifting forward. Let's go ahead and at least get number 2 rolling again, because that'll go nice and slow here. Get all of our stations checked. There should be a fair amount of people. Oh yeah, there's like 250 people waiting to get on this train. Thank goodness it has the capacity for it, because this will be pretty full. Yeah, that'll get back to Dillsboro A-OK. So we'll just go ahead and wait for that one to fill up while our other train rolls at 4 miles an hour. Since we're down here, that is still unloading. How's the paperboard doing? Because that was switched out. That one's ready to go back. A lot of our cordwood's ready to go, which is excellent. And also not surprising, given everything that's been going on. That's still there. And did we grab everything from the interchange? I actually have not seen. Ah, so those interchange cars are indeed here. Cool. That was not what I wanted to do, but glad to know it's still rolling. All right, is this train loaded? Yes, it is. All right, number 2, it is time for you to roll towards Dillsboro. And that'll stop at the fusee. Let's put you more like here, because this train's kind of long. And then that'll stop, and then we'll go ahead and throw you into the servicing area. I think all the cars are in good shape, so we don't have to worry about getting any of those fixed up, and at least that'll allow us to get that. Meanwhile, those cars are rumbling. We also have the banana train just getting fixed up, looks like, because it got a little janky. So that's there. Looks like number 7 still drifting, and number 4 just got to Appalachia Junction. So we'll go ahead and at least get, there it goes, $29. All of the money. Go ahead, load up all the passengers here at Appalachia. Number 4 also does need to get a little bit of fixed up. Most of the cars are in good shape, but I'm more worried about the water. So go ahead, we're going to send you forward. And I did put, I think I did put a fusee down at Hemingway, yes. But on the return into Bryson, we're going to go ahead and put it on 2, which is just going to be a little bit easier for us to then do some of the switching and repair work that needs to happen. So that's now lined for there. Make sure there's no random switches thrown, which it doesn't appear to be. We're going to go ahead and stop her right about there. And then that way we can just shove back and get everything serviced quickly. So back here we are just inching up to that lovely, lovely pulpwood. Go ahead, bring her to a stop, get the glad hands attached, air is on. And we'll go ahead and back her up. Let's see, what track do we want here? Let's go not to there. Take that fusee out. I guess that's the one that General was flinging that at before. Get that fusee out, and we'll go ahead, we'll put them on the short track here. So that'll be good. By the way, out of curiosity, we have 10 people working. How fast? That was at 85 last time we looked at it, so that's already 2% up. So that's good. That is excellent. And we've got the sawmill cars loading, which would hopefully help with that whole string of logs that are currently there. Because when the sawmill is hungry, the sawmill is very hungry. And when it's not hungry, it's not doing jack. So we'll go ahead, get the paperboard cars rolling back here. And that one, yeah, it's good with water and coal for right now. Don't have to worry too much about it, thankfully. Let's go ahead, keep her rolling back. And obviously, well, my channel and most of the people who've been watching for Railroader. I'm definitely considering playing some other games. We may do some like Deep Rock Galactic, maybe some Phasmophobia. I know we've done Lethal Company before, and that's something we definitely want to get back to. But just let me know in the comments what games you would like to see in the future from me. You know, the YouTube thing is definitely a hobby. It's a lot of fun, and I really have enjoyed kind of knowing the community of people that are out here for railroading stuff, and it's been a lot of fun. So, you know, let me know how we can grow that, how we could do different things. You know, we'll try a whole bunch of stuff in the future if you guys like it. So, all right, let's back up. I'm going to be lazy. We're just going to back up all the way, grab those couple of not cordwood, get the flats, and then go from there. We can go ahead and AI that train up the hill, which will be excellent. So let's keep backing up. It looks like both passenger trains reached their next destination already, so that's good. We'll take care of the Dillsboro one once we AI this train up the hill. And while we have this one drifting forward, because it's going to take a moment, let's just take a quick look up Conley Creek to see what's going on. Right now, nothing at 1. Okay. Nothing at 2. Okay. And we have, oh, we have cars to pick up here. So that is interesting. Let's go ahead. That needs to be cycled, I think. Oh, it changed everything. Okay. Well, let's make sure that it's there. Yeah, we need to get these all reset. I didn't realize they had done that. I mean, thankfully, it looks like everything's ready to go. Looks like these cars also at some point need to be fixed up a bit, but we'll see what happens with all of them. Yeah, because why did they all get set for the other thing? That just seems odd. Okay, that's set correctly. And we're just arbitrarily saying Parsons, Tannery, or Silva paperboard. We know that we'll actually just put them wherever they need to go once they're there. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're good. Love when the game just froze a little bit on my end, so hopefully everything's still good, but we'll figure that out. All right, so those are now set. So, and we do have a log car up here, so we'll take care of that. So we'll fill up no, L1 and L2. So that'll be good. And then we'll make sure that we go up and grab those cars because we can take those east on the eastbound freight. Meanwhile, let's go ahead. Yes, that is set correctly. Yes, that is set correctly. And that is now set correctly. So let's go back to our little logging locomotive, which has been just lovely. Yes, is that a word? Lovingly? I don't know. Let's get it all connected up here and let's go ahead and get it rolling. Thud. Alrighty. So that looks like that's ready to go. Let's go ahead and send you up the hill. Alrighty, and now that is set. Since we're down here, let's just quickly fly over. Let's see what's going on over here. That needs to go to the interchange. And, okay, so we have two cars going to the interchange, and the other ones are slowly working their way through. Excellent. Let's get number 4 moving down from Hemingway, and then we'll go ahead and get the Dillsboro train taken care of. So there it goes. How's this train looking on condition? Yes, yes. Okay. So everything's good except for the locomotive, so we can take that off while we refuel it, and it should be good. Let's go down to number 2 and just get that figured out here. Okay, and also just quality check on these cars. This one's still a little on the rough side. Okay. But it's probably going to be easiest just to fix this up at Bryson. So we're going to go ahead and set a repair destination at Bryson. We can just drop it off when we get there. So with that said, let's go ahead and uncouple the train. And that'll just continue to fill up with anyone while we're here. Let's go ahead and take this one, get it out of AI'd. And let's move it forward, shall we? Put a handbrake on just to make sure that that's not going to go anywhere. And we'll go ahead and get that one. I realize I'm being neurotic. You all have seen that I have thrown these switches. You've seen that I've done my due diligence here. And yet my mind still wanders. So we're going to make sure that AngryRagtimer maintains his level of crazy. And I believe this engine and car is at 100%. Yes. I'm being a bit neurotic on the 100% here, but if we look at the daily report, our operation safety did take a ding, which is not great. But we're going to try to get that back up today and get that so we can get new contract tiers, hopefully up to tier 3, so we can get Robinson Cole out from tier 1. Meanwhile, for those who are wondering, yesterday's in-game daily ops, almost 9,000 passengers, 131 freight deliveries, a couple of outstanding way bills, but finance, we paid down 31,000 of loan, And then the rest were all milestones or regular kind of stuff. And of course, working to repair the railroad. So we're going to try to get our reputation back up to 100% or even higher. So we'll see. Let's go ahead, roll up, and get some water. Wow, that echo on those cars. It's kind of impressive, actually, but it's definitely glitchy as hell. Yes, I stand by my previous statement. All right, let's just, while that's filling up, let's fly up to a couple of places to see how some stuff is doing. Up at Barker's Creek, we did drop off a few paperboard cars. Those are ready to go. Let's check out what's going on at Wilmot. I need to throw a fusee down here anyway, but our fusee's already set. Those are still loading, which is excellent. I don't think there's anything special going on at Thomas Valley, but I just want to make sure the switches are set the right way. And that's good. And that is also good. Perfect. We know what's going on down at the sawmill. Number 7's heading up the hill. Let's go ahead and make sure that a fusee is set appropriately. Ella, which it is. The Ella cars still are not ready for unloading. Or they are unloading, I should say. Do we have anything up at the Walker branch? Let's see here. Yes, we do have pulpwood. Okay. So, with that said, let's quickly just fly over here while that's still taking on water. Let's get number 5 out. Our lovely switcher, which may be, I hate to say it, replaced, upgraded with a slightly bigger locomotive here in the near future. How's it doing on coal and water? It's completely full. Okay. My main gripe is that this one needs to have more fuel capacity. I realize it's a switcher, but now that we're doing more stuff with it, it is definitely trickier to manage. Where's the other passenger train? Okay, it's almost down here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and set this one to roll backwards. We're going to go have it work the logging branch. And then we're going to have it come down with the cars and then start switching down here. So that's going to go there. There shouldn't be any fusees down until we get up on the hills. So that'll be good for it. And then we have a couple of cars to pick up in the yard here. That hopper for sure. And then we'll see what happens with this one. It looks like it's getting lower, but it won't be ready to go yet. And then, as we said, over here at Appalachian Hardwood, there is some stuff. Do we have any tankers? No, the tankers are fine. The passenger train's coming down, but all 4 of these cars need to go over. Excellent. And look what's coming down the track. Alright, I got a switch against me, so let's go ahead and make that fixed. There it goes. And is it past? Yep, it's past the signal, which means it can now go up the Walker branch. Alrighty. So number 4 is coming into the yard. Let's just wait for this to clear the switch. That way it's fully reset. Okay. Let's go back to number 2. Number 7 is waiting for us to do stuff with it, but I believe number 2 will probably have... Oh, dear Lord. Yes, it is full on water. So let's go ahead and fill it up on coal. The ever rumble. Okay, so that's going to fill up with coal. While that's filling up with coal, let's go ahead and take care of the first drop off with number 7. And it looks like that actually loaded in fairly efficiently. We just need to reset some of these cars. And that's good. Eventually we'll start getting all these log cars filled up. Yes, they are log cars. They do not need our sympathy, but they they are the cars that definitely get beat up the most. So let's go ahead and take back over number 7. We're going to shove these in just a hair more. We don't want it to bang into the thing, but we definitely want to clear that truck length of space. There it goes. That way the pulpwood cars, whenever we bring the next set up, we'll be in a bit of a better spot. Put the fusee on. The handbrake on, I should say, not the fusee. Fusees are down. And then that one, let's go ahead and reset you for L2. Okay, let's also reset you for L2. And then the rest of these should be set for L2. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and back this train up, make sure we are clear of the switch, then we're going to AI it again, because we've got number 4 to worry about, and we also have number 2 to keep moving. Number 5 will kind of preoccupy itself for a little bit. Alrighty, go ahead. You're going to now go forward at 35, and I believe all the switches are set for the logging Mikado. God, that noise is annoying. I realize what it is. Everything's bunched up, and there's the coupler slack, but... Okay, that should roll. And that means let's go down to number 2. Should be able to get that one rolling here. Then we can take care of number 4. Hey, look, Bryson. Okay, so that train is now fully reloaded. Let's go ahead and back her up. All right, yeah, a little more money, which means that we are now just over 2,000. Fantastic. It's like we're a real railroad now. But the Ever Rumble is still slightly disconcerting, but hopefully once we get some more coal out of there, we can take one of those hoppers out, and that'll significantly, if not fully, take care of that issue. Okay. And for those who are wondering what whistle's currently on here, we do have the Central New Jersey 3 chime, which seems to be doing pretty well. So, keep on backing her up. Well, that did it. That's also a Bryson problem. That is also now a Bryson problem. Fun. Okay. Well, that's what happens when human stupidity reigns supreme. So we're going to go ahead. It's time for you to move at 40 miles an hour. Get that fusee out of the way. Put the fusee back down here. And did that? Yes, it did pick up that extra set that I saw pop in. Okay. And yes, switches are realigned. Damn it. Signal shows green. That one is now doing its thing. Number 7 just got to where it got to. Let's go to number 4. And okay. Let's go ahead. Let's get into manual mode here. We can go ahead and reset you to be Bryson. And even though I checked it earlier just to make sure nothing has happened in the last 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and put this train set. Yeah, we'll put it there. How many people are at Bryson right now? Currently 0. And the main cars we have to deal with are the couple of freight cars over there. And yeah, okay, cool. Number 5's probably, yep, it's probably waiting for us at Walker. Okay. So we'll go ahead and bring this to a stop. Did I ever take that handbrake off the Dillsboro train? There we go. I was wondering what was going on with that. So we'll go ahead, get this in for servicing, pop it into the roundhouse for like 10 minutes. Because I'm not too worried about the passenger traffic. We have been maintaining that already. So what if there's people on there? They'll wait. That's a decently full passenger train too. We may need to get either another passenger train going or just more cars for this one. Probably a third passenger train because 8 cars seems to be a pretty decent size and it'll fit in most sidings pretty easily. All right, so that's going to take on coal. That'll take a minute. Number 2 is finally on its way. Let's get number 5 moving first because that one can still AI itself with what it's up to. And where are you hiding? Where are you? There you are. Go forward. Okay, and that's now going to head up the logging branch on this switchback. And it is currently set to pick up. Yeah, let's have it grab up this set first. So that'll go. Meanwhile, let's go back to number 7. And that has successfully dropped off all of the cars there. Fantastic. So we'll go ahead and take that over. That should now be set. Let's get a handbrake on. And you are now mine once again. that won't take too long to fill up, but at least it'll take a little bit to fill up. And we still have to bring more cars down to the freaking interchange. I don't know if we'll make it or not, but we'll see what happens here. Because if we really wanted to min-max stuff, we could probably do it, but I don't know if it's necessary. That car should come down. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get that tacked on to, yeah, put that there. And then we'll go ahead and run around it and then put the pulpwood cars on. So that'll come up the hill here. And since there should be a fusee down, which there is, go back to number 4 real quick. Number 5 still in motion. Okay. Get the water in here. And I missed the spout. Oh, well, it's counting. But for aesthetic purposes. Alright, and that's going to take a hot minute to load. So let's go back to... Let's see, number 7's already up there. Number 5, what are you up to? You know what, number 5, you get my preferential treatment at the moment. So let's go ahead, put you in manual mode. Because there's less switching to deal with, so we can at least go ahead and get this AI back down the hill. And then continue with switching stuff here. Huh. Okay. Let's go ahead, pull that back. Put the brakes on. Go ahead and push forward here. You know, we probably should check on the Burke and the cars up at Robinson, because it hasn't been too long, and if one car basically is already full, you know, that could be good for a westbound or eastbound train. Okay. Let's get you rolling backwards. You're going to head back down the hill. And that way you are taken care of. Number 2 is at Barker's. Let's get back to number 7 here. Oh, what the crap? What the hell? Stop. Oh no. Okay, you guys see this, right? That's fusee. Oh, shit. Oh god, that's not great. That is probably the thumbnail for this video. God, no. Well, you know, freaking hell. Okay, let's get this back on the rails. Come on, you. Get back on. Is it not gonna let me? There it goes. Oof, that is, yeah, that's not great. Well, this is an unexpected addition to that. I mean, now it really looks like a logging locomotive because it's beat to death and terrible looking. But what the crap? Why did it ignore the fusee? I'm going to put down a new fusee so that way it doesn't happen in the future, but what the hell? God damn. Fucking hell. Well, it wouldn't be the Suffering Southern without some suffering. And, this locomotive definitely has suffered. A little bit, at least. Hopefully number 5 doesn't have that same issue, but number 5 at least recognized the other fusee down on the Walker branch. But God, what the hell? This is sad. This is terrible. So let's grab this car. Let's just get down off this goddamn branch line. This godforsaken branch line. God. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not even worried about running around this car. We'll deal with that down there. But we'll at least go ahead, get these cordwood cars on, and just send this puppy back home. God. At least the brakes still work, but they're just not great. Okay, number 2 is there. Let's get number 5 coming down. Okay. Because number 5 listens to fusees. Oh, well, Mont got some money. All right. And then down here on the branch line. Oh, we never stuck that engine in to get fixed. Well, we'll do that here momentarily. Let's go ahead and just make sure that number 5 has a place to go. And we're going to go ahead. That should take care of that. Let's just go ahead and stop number 7 for a moment because I just want to get this engine fixed up. So we're going to do the lazy man's job. Now that this has water, we're just going to go ahead and plop her in that first stall. Okay, come on, train. Okay. So that's good. That is officially getting fixed up now. Number 5's in motion. Let's get number 2 back in motion. So that's down at Wilmot. And have you been able to pick up people? Yes. Cool. How full is this train? Decently full. I'll take it. Go ahead and put a few Z down. And let's see what happens here with the Conley Creek branch. Let's go ahead and just reset it that way. If this train does come through, it is going to go before we get down there. And let's put fusees down there or there. All right, so that's all good. Let's go back to Conley Creek. What? There it is. Okay. Oh, come on, engine. You could do better than this. You terrible, terrible locomotive. But it's still better than the logging tank. Okay. And then with that motion, let's go ahead and couple up to these other cars. All right, come on, a couple up. All right. Now, this time if I AI you, I expect you to behave. So, do so. All right. And I don't think there's any crazy things happening between here and the sawmill, but just to make sure, because now I'm neurotic about that damn locomotive. That fucking fusee. Okay. Yes. And then as we look down the branch, it'll hold there before that switch. And there's good. And yeah, that should allow the passenger train to do exactly what I want it to do. So let's go back over. Let's commandeer number 5. Because we can actually get these cars where I want them to be. Which is going to be on the end of this consist here. So we'll go ahead and start building our outbound. Okay. Ooh, that hit a little bit. Necessary evil. Come on, move. Where is number 2? So number 2, yeah, number 2 is going to cross through long before we have to worry about it. Or before number 7 comes down, at least. Move this train down almost to the end. All right, let's go ahead and grab those other couple of cars while number 7's making its way downtown. We'll also check in. Yeah, we haven't checked on the Burke yet. Let's go check on the Burke real quick. How is the Burke doing? All right, so we have almost all the coals ready to go. Looks like we got one more car that needs to load up. And I do appreciate that they actually roll them down like a real coal mine would and, you know, have them be roughly, yeah. So we'll check on that Burke again soon. In the meanwhile, we're going to have to cross over to 2, which I believe we can do from 3. We're going to go down and pick up the Robinson, not the Robinson Gap, the stuff that's down here. But let's get that one car, yeah, the hopper car first. Because we can tack that on the end there. Just make sure that switch is set in our favor. Yes, it is. Let's get that reset. That reset. So that'll bring the switcher down here. And that engine's almost fixed up, so we can get that one rolling again in the near future. Probably just tightening some bolts or whatever. But that'll be good. Number 2 should be at Whittier, which means we're going to quickly, and I stress quickly because I don't like engines running towards turntable pits randomly heading to do this. So let's go ahead, put that down, and what we're going to do is we're going to do this and put a fusee down there, but for a safety fusee there. So that should be good. Okay, number 2 is doing its thing. Get to throw that switch back. And that boxcar is nowhere near ready. I didn't realize it's filling up, so that'll be fine. 162, not bad. Well, it sounds like this train's going to get down to Bryson before this one leaves, potentially. So as soon as we bring this engine to a stop before the turntable pit to go get that hopper car, we'll go ahead and get number 2 moving again to Ella. So first stop is Ella to make sure the fusee's down in the correct place since we changed up a little bit of what we're doing. Let's put that there. Take that out. And let's get number 2 moving again. It's got plenty of water. Yeah, we're good. A lot of people going to Silva, so that's promising for the return trip. Let's go ahead and get that fusee out of here. Place that fusee down there. So that's fine. Let's go back to this lovely thing. All right, Switchy McSwitcherton, head up this hill. But not too fast. And now you're going to head down this hill, but not too fast. Please don't go in a turntable pit. I would not like you to be in a turntable pit. So while that rolls down to the turntable pit, hey, that locomotive's done. So once we get number 5 out of the way, we'll go ahead and get the passenger train rolling again. So we'll just let it coast down here, conserve our coal and water usage. Alrighty. And then we're just going to go ahead and have it plop that car on the end of that train just so that way it's done. Meanwhile, number 4, it's time to wake up. So we'll do a little bit of multitasking here. Leave that. We'll have them meet at Governor's Island, most likely. Just a little delayed crossing warning. People saw the train coming. They know it's an active rail yard. They should know better, right? Rules be damned. All right. Maybe if we're smart, we can get both engines moving in the yard and not cause a head-on collision. Meanwhile, how's number 7 doing? Is number 7 almost to its fusee? Oh my gosh, it actually knows how to follow a fusee. Fan-goddamn-tastic. Okay, that one's almost out, so we'll have them pass the Governor's Island. All right, let's get you back over to the station, fill up with a few more passengers, because I'm sure there's more ready to go. That'll keep drifting. Yeah, 131 people ready to go, and they're all heading onto this. Will 131 people fit? No. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 100-ish. Yeah, 100-ish, so not all of them, but, you know, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Now I'll just leave for the next trip. Can we get out of the way of number 5? Sure looks like it. Okay, number 5, it's your time to shine. Go forward at 20 miles an hour until I tell you to stop. Okay. Okay, fill up with passengers. Whatever can fit. Keep on going. Yep, so 33 people can't go. But that's okay. All right. Goodbye, train. Let's go ahead and make sure that you can go where you need to go. That's set. Let's just hop over to Governor's Island. I'm going to put you in the passing siding here. Get number 2. Rolling once again, and that'll just take the main at Governor's Island. And how many? 76 people here. Okay, they're all going east, though. Cool. All right, so we got the passenger trains taken care of. Let's go back to number 5. Excellent. It is smart. It knows not to do stupid things. Okay. And that's rolling out of the yard. Perfect. Go ahead, put that there so those switches are reset. Just in the event of any runaways or stupid things happening. Perfect. Alrighty. Just make sure number 5 does not pull a number 7. So we'll go ahead and just take back over. Okay, we're going to go ahead, grab these cars from down here, which should be pretty easy to scoop and grab and plop them on that outgoing freight. All right, perfect. That's rolling. Close that water hatch just in case. All right, and down to Appalachian hardwoods we go. Oh yeah, and when number 2 gets here, we have a couple of cars that we need to get fixed up. It's not a high priority, but it's just a when the opportunity arises sort of thing. Maybe we'll do that after it goes up to Alarka. Let's go ahead and slow down for the couple. Oh, come on. Let's go. And hopefully those passenger trains don't run into each other. Looks like number 2 is slowing down, number 4 is continuing through. Okay. All right, with all that done, let's go ahead and send this train to roll backwards here. Have it start heading back to the yard. And while that's going, let's make sure our passenger stuff's okay, and then we'll get number 7 all tidied up. So there goes that. Alrighty. So that should indeed stop at Ella. And it will. And then that one should run and stop at Bryson. You could tell I am neurotic about fusees. And I'm extra neurotic because some locomotives don't like them, apparently. Okay, yep, that should be fine. Number 5 will be good for a moment. So let's just tidy up number 7 real quick. That way it is completely and utterly... Oh, God, it looks like shit. Let's go ahead and back her up. We'll couple up, put all these cars on 1 or 2. And Jesus, that train's also almost ready to go back over, so that's good. That'll be ready for next time. Okay. All right, come on. Move your damn train. Okay. And then how's our logs going? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 empties on here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 loads that could move up, but I don't think we will. We'll just let them kind of do their thing here. Although number 5 is at a state that I need to take care of it, so come on, number 5. Let's go back here. Which I appreciate, number 5. Running at 23. So that should be fine. Let's go ahead. She's going to have to go down the other track. And then we'll just plop those couple of empties on the other end. And we'll let the diesel switchers or whatever take care of sorting that train out later. I don't think we have any other cars that need to go from Bryson. I think we'll have the final coal car ready to go here momentarily up at Robinson Coal. While that's running through, just to make sure that switch is correct, this one is now correct. Now correct. There we go. Alrighty. It sounds like our passenger train is rolling into town. Okay. Hopefully that train starts slowing down soon. I would sure like it to slow down. Okay, so that passenger or that freight is now assembled. Let's go ahead and put number 5 away. For right now, let's put a handbrake on, just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, number 4 is at Ella. And number 5 is pulling into Bryson. No, number 2. 5 is in Bryson. 5 has always been in Bryson. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and just go 4 to 15 or 20. Let's go to 15. And what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and just have her go back to the servicing lead. And actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and send her to there. See if that actually works. Meanwhile, our passenger train is finally stopped to let people off. Let's go ahead and get number 4 going, and then we'll finish up, at least for this video, the getting that engine taken care of down. Oh dear Lord, this train is completely full. Like, absolutely horrendously full. Like, what the hell? What are you doing? I love it, but that's slightly concerning full. Well, no reason to keep it here then. Let's keep it rolling down to Whittier. And number 7, are you stopped? Are you moving? What are you up to? Looks like it did couple. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's good. Where am I? Oh, there it is. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it this way because it'll be a multitask sort of thing. Okay. Let's get number 2 moving here. Yeah, because this has picked up all but the eastbound stuff. Go ahead, put a fusee down again. Where's that switch? Okay. Is it actually going to stop? That'd be so nice if it did. Excellent. I love it. It actually paid attention. So we know which locomotives behave and which ones don't. All right, the passenger train is off to Hemingway. Let's go back to number 7 here. And I didn't even do what I wanted to do. I was going to drop off that car and I got distracted. Damn it. Well, guess it's coming along for the ride right now. Okay. Although, kicking. I want to do some kicking. Okay. Let's go ahead and back that up on the big track here. And once that clears the switch, we'll go ahead and just stop that. Okay, cool. How's this doing over here? Looks like 4 cars still filling up, but they shouldn't take too much longer. How's number 90 doing? 98%. Love it. All right, come on, train. Let's go ahead and get you rolling back. Faster, preferably. Okay. We'll go ahead and bring this train of pulpwood cars to a stop. Maybe. Put a handbrake on. Let's go ahead, throw those switches so we've got a through line. It's time to go ahead and put this locomotive to bed to get a little cleaned up. A little less brown, maybe. Oh, and it's almost out of water, too. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. All right. Meanwhile, number 4 is pulling into Whittier. 2 is heading up the hill. 6 is still there. Okay, we're going to have that just roll through. And just to make sure, there's that other train off in the distance here. And they should be rolling to a stop. And indeed they are. We'll see how many people get off here at Whittier. All right, number 4 is stopped. Well, it hasn't dinged yet for how many people got off. Hopefully that's promising for a lot. Yeah, I'd say so. That is a decent amount of people. And that's still doing its thing over there. Let's go ahead. We'll fill up with water before we shove it back, just to make sure that it doesn't just bleed dry on us here. Okay. All right, let's get that passenger train moving again. And the train is full still. Damn. 66 people that I can't... Oh, I guess 37 we can't take. The others to go into Hemingway. No one cares about Hemingway. Except for the other passenger train. Alright. And quickly, while that one gets rolling here... Because that other passenger train is going to be coming through going the opposite direction. That fuses back down. And let's just watch this one roll out a little bit. All right, it's going. And that is filling up with water. Fantastic. Wish we had the option to have larger tenders occasionally, because having one that would be like a beefy tender for this Mikado would be really nice to have more than, I think it's 6,000 or 7,000 gallons of water, something like that. But that one has enough that I'm not going to worry about it. Let's just go ahead and just get this back to get fixed, because we'll worry about more fuel in it later. Those are still going. Fantastic. Okay, number 4 is going to come through here momentarily. And there we go. All right, that's getting spotted to get fixed. And our passenger train is rolling out. So I think with that, let's do a final check of the money we've made. We're currently sitting at $3,573, so quite a bit done. We've officially been playing for about another hour and a half, so I think we'll call it for now. But thank you for joining us here for more Railroader fun. And I don't know what I'll be streaming next, probably sometime in the next couple of days, so keep an eye out. Like, share, and subscribe if you are enjoying the content here. Make sure to turn the notifications on to let you know when we stream in the future. But, yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll see y'all next time.